What's going on, everybody? Louie T here from Because Bitcoin, and today I'm going to be talking about Hyperliquid, the #1 DEX perpetual trading platform in crypto, in my opinion. Before we get into it, though, let's hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and last but not least, we are launching BB Trader X next week, May 4th. We are going live with that product, and that product is actually executing on Hyperliquid. So if you're going to be using our new product that's coming out in under a week, you're going to need Hyperliquid anyways. So here's a tutorial on how to set up Hyperliquid and trade on Hyperliquid. Before you go to Hyperliquid, you're going to need some sort of decentralized crypto wallet. For me personally, I use MetaMask on my browser as a Chrome extension. But they also offer many different wallets as well. I think you could have a Coinbase wallet or Wallet Connect or Rabbi wallet. But whatever you choose, it's not really important. Obviously, Hyperliquid has to support it. I always recommend MetaMask. I've been using MetaMask for years, never had an issue. So for that, you would just really need to go to MetaMask. Just search MetaMask in Google. And you're going to need, if you're on Chrome, you're going to need to download the extension. So obviously I already have mine downloaded. So it says remove, but you would have to go download the MetaMask extension and make sure this is the right one, right? It's verified, has several thousand ratings. Once you set up your MetaMask, right? So you'll download the Chrome extension. It's going to give you a wallet. It's going to give you a seed phrase. Make sure you save all that in a safe space. And that's pretty much it. And then you can head over to Hyperliquid. So believe it or not, it's not hyperliquid.com. It's actually hyperfoundation.org, because Hyperliquid is also a decentralized product. So once you get here, you're going to want to hit start trading, continue, and that will take you to the actual exchange, hyperliquid.xyz/trade. So I guess you could enter that right into your browser as well. Third step would be to hit connect on the top right. Obviously, I recommend MetaMask, but again, these are the options of wallets you could use: Wallet Connect, OKX, Coinbase wallet. All right, so now our wallet is successfully connected to Hyperliquid. You can see this is an old wallet here. If you're just signing up for Hyperliquid, you're going to need to bridge USDC over to Arbitrum chain. So I need to show you how to do that as well. So we're going to go to Uniswap. I always use kind of Uniswap for my swaps. As you can see, my wallet's already connected, but if you weren't, you just have to click up here to connect your MetaMask wallet to Uniswap, and then use Uniswap to swap your tokens, right? So what you would have to do is, one, you would need to make sure you have USDC. So you're obviously going to have to fund this wallet from somewhere else. So let's say you're making this wallet for the first time. You never had a MetaMask on-chain decentralized wallet, but you used something like Coinbase, a centralized exchange. You're going to need to buy USDC or swap for USDC on Coinbase and send it to this address. And you could simply copy your address here, right? If you're doing it that way, you could send it directly through Arbitrum chain. It's going to give you an option of what layer 2 on Ethereum you want to send the USDC on. This is all on Ethereum, but Hyperliquid operates on Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 for Ethereum. So if you're sending it from Coinbase, you could send it on the Arbitrum chain, and it'll show up directly in your portfolio as USDC Arbitrum. See how it says ETH, and it has the Arbitrum logo. See how it says ETH and has the base logo. These are, it's obviously all ETH, but depending on what layer you're on, that's what's going to show, right? So you want to make sure you're sending the USDC on Arbitrum on chain to your wallet. If you can't do that, all you need to do is send USDC on Ethereum layer 1, totally fine. When the USDC makes it to your wallet, all you would need to do is select USDC, and then you would select another USDC. Obviously, see Arbitrum pops up, and you would just swap your USDC on Ethereum layer 1 to USDC on Arbitrum, complete the swap, give it about 3-4 minutes, and then your USDC will now show up in your Arbitrum wallet. To confirm this, you would need to deposit funds. So heading back to Hyperliquid here, under deposit, it'll tell you here how much money you have in your wallet. So right now I don't have any money on my wallet. I already have money in the exchange, but if you successfully transferred over the USDC to your ARB wallet, you'll see whatever amount of money you have in there. You could do max or you could do a custom amount. And then you would switch and deposit your funds onto the exchange. And that is pretty much it. That's the hard part, guys. And you are ready to go. You're ready to trade on Hyperliquid. So now that we're on the exchange, if you want to trade perpetuals or on leverage, which means you're trading an asset, but the exchange Hyperliquid is levering up your buying power. So if you were to trade Bitcoin on 10x leverage, if you put $1,000 in on that trade, you are trading now with $10,000 worth of buying power, not 1,000, because you're 10x leveraging your position. Sounds great, but you are at risk of liquidation. So they could take your money and liquidate you if price goes against you a certain amount. So keep that in mind when you're trading leverage. You're going to have all your perp pairs here. Obviously, Hyperliquid is natively crypto, but they're starting to add commodities and stocks, right? So we have oil, we have commodities like silver. You have stocks. We have the NASDAQ, XYZ 100, S&P 500, NVIDIA, gold, right? Copper, Tesla. They're slowly adding more and more stocks to this platform. So not only is it crypto, you could also trade commodities and stocks on leverage as well. So that, that's the beauty of this exchange, is you're getting so much in one place, and it's 24/7. Whereas if it was the weekend, you can't trade your stocks on leverage or commodities on leverage. But on Hyperliquid, you can, right? On Hyperliquid, you can. So that's the beauty of that. When you're setting up your trade, right? So there are two different options. These are the most important things to keep an eye on when you're placing a trade. It's your leverage type and your leverage size, right? So right now, mine's set to cross, but there are two different types of margin. Cross is going to take any money or funds in your wallet, whether it's in a trade or not, and use that as collateral for the trade. So this can work in your favor. This could also work against you. If you have a profitable position running, you could use the profit from that trade that you haven't taken off the table yet and use that as collateral to start a new trade, right? So that's the positives, and you can continue to grow an account that way. The negatives are, if you have a position that goes against you, you're putting those other positions at risk, because they could pull from those positions and close out other positions to actively and manage your position in the situation of a potential liquidation. So cross, you're usually, all the money on the exchange, whether it's in a position or not, is being pooled as collateral and as leverage. Whereas in isolated, whatever money you put into that trade or plan on risking on that trade is the only amount of money you could get liquidated on that trade. So isolated, a little more safe for sure, but the downside is you can't really grow an account and actively trade it. Whereas cross, you're able to utilize more margin on other positions, and as long as you're safe and you're keeping an eye on your leverage ratio, you'll be okay. So I'm going to stick with cross. The next thing you want to look at is your leverage, right? So I talked about this before. Something like a Bitcoin, you can trade up to 40x, which is, it's a little crazy. I've never really go much over like 20, 25x at most, because the higher you go on leverage, the closer your liquidation price is to your trade entry. So something like a 10x, not that super high of leverage, you're going to be given a nice wide liquidation price compared to your entry. So you can have that trade has room to breathe, right? And you could set a stop loss. Whereas a 40x leverage trade, that stop loss is going to be very, very close to your entry, and all it takes is price to blip down 1 second and hit that price, your money's gone, right? So keep that in mind when trading high leverage. Again, I only recommend, anywhere from 3 to 20x leverage. I really don't venture higher than that. So let's do a 20x leverage position. So now we're set to cross, we're set to leverage. Always, always, always check these before you enter a trade, because these can change by the pair, right? So if I switch over to ETH, it's different now. See how it changed? Now it's set to isolated in 20x. So you always want to double check what your leverage settings are on before you actively enter the trade. And after that, it's very simple, right? So one, we got to make sure we have money in our perps account. Right now, I think I have it in my spot account. So we're going to transfer, max, confirm. All right, so available to trade, $48, $46. So if you want to just manually market order a trade, it's very simple. You slide your bar, however much money you want to use on the trade. I have 46 bucks. I'm going to use all $46 in the account. So we're going to slide it all the way to 100. You could preset your take profit and stop loss if you want, either by a set price or a percentage gain away from your entry. I'm going to set that afterwards for now. And you place order. So now, as you can see, we have a live position running down at the bottom. All of your live positions are going to be down here. It's going to tell you the ticker, your leverage, the value of your position. So I did $45 on 20x leverage. So my value of my position is actually worth $900, right? So I took $45. I'm leveraging it up. Now that this trade is worth $900 versus the 45 I have now. So that's the power of leverage. But what you notice is this line right here, lick price. What that means is what we talked about before. If price trades into your liquidation and you don't have a stop loss set or close the trade before it gets there, they will liquidate and I will lose all of the margin in this trade. And if I had other margin in my account, it's going to take that as well if you're on cross. Isolated, you only are able to lose what you have put up as margin. So that's the power of leverage, but also the negatives of leverage, where if you price hits a certain level, you do lose your money. You can't hold through it, diamond hand, a leverage position, right? You need to be very strategic about when you're entering and when you're not. So that is perps, guys. That is perps. And if you want to close this, actually, if you want to set a stop loss afterwards, you can see right here, TPSL. You could set a take profit price. You could set a stop loss price. You could also set, let's say you only want to close 25% of the position at a certain price. You can do that. So like, let's say price, drops 3%. I want to close 25% of the position, not all of it. I can do that. And you could layer multiple stop losses. Or if you want to just market close the position, you just hit market close. That'll automatically close it out. So we'll do that now. Market close. Now my position's fully closed. I don't see any positions down here. And I, have my original margin that was just in that trade back to under, available to trade. And that's leverage, guys. That is leverage. If you want to set a limit order, you could also do that as well, where you say, hey, I want to take a trade if price reaches this level, right? $74,730. You would go to limit, buy long, and you would set the price. 74,730. Size your trade correctly. Again, make sure you're checking your cross, your margin type, your leverage type, and your leverage size, and you would place order. And now the difference, that didn't trigger right away. So you're not seeing a new position here, but now you see your limit order on the chart here, right? So now, this represents that if price trades into this price where you have your limit order, you will get filled on a position, whether you're at the computer or not, right? So that's a really cool feature as well. And right now, you could even use these the visual on the screen on the chart to cancel that order as well. I just hit the little X mark, and now it is gone. So no open orders, no open positions. That is perps. Again, stocks, commodities, crypto. There's also spot, right? So if you just want to buy a specific crypto, not on leverage, you just want to buy and hold, there's also a spot market on this exchange as well. Not as large and extensive as the perpetuals, but there are a ton of different cryptos on here that you can buy spot. And you just buy and hold on here, and you can send it off to any exchange you like. So guys, with BB Trader X, you are going to be able to come to our platform. You're going to be able to either follow one of our strategies, whether it's me, Max, Tucker, any of the analysts at BB. Follow one of our proven strategies, and it'll automatically execute on Hyperliquid without you having to touch a button. That's the beauty of our new flagship product, BB Trader X, dropping May 4th. Or you can create your own strategy, whether you have a working one, or you could use our custom AI strategy builder to vibe code your own strategy and have that set up for automatic execution 24/7 on Hyperliquid once you have it set up. And that's a wrap, guys. That's your step-by-step tutorial on how to trade on Hyperliquid. Until next time, peace.